Hello people, welcome back to Beauty Jam. Today we are going to be doing an eyeshadow review. I have had this eyeshadow palette for a long time. I think I've actually used it in monthly favourites. I bought it sometime last year. Dropped it on the floor. Bought it sometime last year and really loved it. Put it in the monthly favourites, loved it, used it for a couple of months. Then I put it in the eyeshadow drawer that never gets opened. And it was only the other day when I opened it that I saw it and I was like, oh my life, I was obsessed with this eyeshadow. And then I looked on my YouTube channel and realised that I never actually did a review or talk about it in any way whatsoever, apart from the 1 2-minute section of a monthly favourites. So I started using it again recently, with all the dark colours coming back in, well, the browns and stuff. And I can honestly say that I remember now why I loved it. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a review. Now, I don't know what brand this is. I bought it off eBay for $6.99. I'm not sure whether they still sell them, but if they do, I will leave a link in the description. The symbol is a teddy bear. And it says 10 colour eyeshadow in the bottom right corner. And this is on the back, it says this is palette number 6. They do a lot of different palettes, all the same sort of style but just different colours, you know. This is palette number 6 and it's got 10 colours in it. Colour does not have a U, so I'm guessing this comes from America, but I'm not sure. Because, you know, it could just be England that spells colour with a U, like I don't know how any other country spells it really. So, yeah, I'm just guessing. So anyway, starting from the outside, it comes in this really nice, if it's reflecting everywhere, I'm so sorry. It comes in a really nice gold package in sort of the shape of this lovely bow. That's what I thought it was anyway, like a bow shape. And it's just like one of those clip things, clip fastenings. And then you open it up and there's your colours. And you have a eyeshadow blender there, and you also have a mirror, which is why I'm going to hold it like this, because it's already reflecting absolutely everything, so there's nothing I can do. But that is it. Now I'm going to put swatches like here or here-ish. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but we'll have to see. So the first, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, you know how it works. Number 1 is again with this. Number 1, okay, I'm just going to have to try and hold it like this, because I just don't want it reflecting everything in the room. Number 1 is a really nice pearly white. When I first tried this, you couldn't really see it. Forget it. I did have to layer it a bit, this silvery one, to actually get the proper colour, but it's really shimmery and I loved it. And I think, I'm really struggling to hold this, I think it would actually be a great highlighter as well if you could get it right. I think you could use it as a highlighter, so that's sort of like a 2-in-1 thing. You could use it as an eyeshadow and a highlighter, but what I used it as is, you know where you put highlighter on your brow bone, like here? I've been using that, so that is a good one. Shade number 2, a bit more of a beigey sort of shade. Again, I did have to layer it a lot to get the proper colour, but the shimmer was great, and I love putting that sort of, not quite base colour, but the one above. You've got your cut crease and then you've got like one above that. I loved putting that one there because it blended really well with the white. So yeah, that was a really nice colour. Number 3, bit more darker again. It's a bit more browny than what I would like for a beige, but it's okay. I have tried it, not really one of my favourites. Number 4 is a pink, which I think with this sort of pink, I'd have to wear the right outfit. If I was wearing a pink outfit, then definitely yes. But other than that, I haven't really touched it. Number 5 is a purpley sort of colour, this one here. Bit too dark for me, but there you go. That one I did not have to layer. Like, that colour is that colour. It's very like a deep plum, which is great, you know, because you didn't have to layer it and stuff. But for me, it's just a little too dark for my liking. But some people might really like those types of things, so I'm just going to point that out. Number 6 is my actually favourite pink of the thing. The other one's a bit too dark for me. This one's like a peachy sort of pink, and I loved it. I love teaming that up with number 2, which is the beige. Yeah, that one's a really nice colour, especially if you're wearing the right outfit too. Oh, it's great. But you don't, like I say, with those type of colours, you don't have to actually wear the same outfit. But I find with these, like the purples and stuff, I have to be wearing purple. Does that make sense? Because if I wear purple and then black's fine, but if I'm wearing like a blue outfit and then purple eyeshadow, I don't feel it goes for me. But with these like beige colours and really pale pinks, I feel like you can wear anything, which is great. Number 7 is, again, this is the one I use for the cut crease. It's a bit dark, but it's great if you're going to blend it in with the brown that you've already got on. And yeah, that's all I can really say about that one. Number 8 is the one I'm wearing now. This is my favourite of the whole palette. This is a lovely sort of brown colour, and it's just the right, it's like a copper, and I love it. So I put that like the base colour, and then I like blend number 7 above it, and then I like blend it in. Oh, it's great. And then I usually pick like number 6 or number 1 to sort of do the top bit. But yeah, that's my favourite one, number 8. Number 9, again, number 9 to me is a bit too similar to number 7. Good, of course, because you've got 2, but when I pick an eyeshadow palette, I like them to be different. That might sound crazy. If you've got like a brown eyeshadow palette and they're all the same brown, you're not very happy. Like, I like different levels of brown. Like, you like a beige, a dark brown, medium brown, chocolate brown. You know, like, you like different ones, and that's what I like in a palette. I like them to kind of be similar, but if they are similar, then they have to have differences between them, else I'm not happy. I might as well just have bought a load of the same eyeshadow, do you know what I mean? So that's kind of my issue with that. It's a bit too similar to number 7 for me. But, you know, in the palette it doesn't look like it, but in real life I just found it was too similar on me. Bit more gold though, which I guess is nice. Number 10. I am never ever going to use number 10. It is pitch black. And I kid you not, it's like midnight black. So I am never ever going to use that. But what I will say, same as number 5, you do not have to layer it. That is black, and that's it. So if you're ever looking for a really black eyeshadow, or if you do like a lot of makeup looks, you know, for Halloween or whatever, that is a great black, and it's shimmery too. So you know. Don't know what I'm going to do with that black. I might just end up leaving it, to be honest, because I am never going to use it. Never, I assure you of that. Unless you find a way to use eyeshadow as eyeliner, which is never going to happen, because why don't I just use eyeliner? See? So yeah, that's the only issue for me. Now, all of them, what I can say is they do last a long time, but what I have found is that the shimmery bit that's on top doesn't last as long as the actual eyeshadow. I found after about 3 hours that the shimmer had sort of gone. It didn't look matte. I can't say it looked like a matte, but just the glittery shimmeriness of it had gone. And I think it's because you're constantly opening and closing, well, you're constantly blinking for starters. So you're opening and closing your eyes, it's rubbing against your eyelids, and you know, just things like that. It happens, and that's what I think it is. It's just natural wear, you know. But that wouldn't put me off buying another one. It wouldn't, because it does work, and I feel if you're going to a party or anything like that, or you're just like me and like to wear really extravagant stuff, then it's great. It really is, and it's really cheap. This was $6.99 from eBay for 10 eyeshadows. That's not bad. You can't complain at that. Like I say, I don't know where it's from because I don't know, but I'll just link it in the description if I can. I don't know whether they're selling them anymore. That's the thing with eBay, like they're selling it one week and then not the next, you know. So yeah, if I can't link to this exact one, I'll try and link to one similar. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So yeah, So they are quite long lasting, but I just found the shimmer went. As for how to put them on, like I say, it depends on what colour. The dark colours over here were really easy, like one swipe and it was on. But the lighter ones, I found I had to layer a lot. So I wouldn't say that's the product, I would say that's more just the shade, you know? Because if you've got a white eyeshadow, you're obviously going to have to layer it a bit more than you would a black eyeshadow or a deep purple eyeshadow. So, yeah. So they are quite easy to put on though, all eyeshadows are. And they even come with their own little eyeshadow blender here. I have been using this, but I've been hiding it because I don't want people to see that I've been using it, because that's how YouTube works, isn't it? So yeah, they even come with their own beauty blender, and that sits nicely in there, so you never lose it, although I lose mine all the time. But you know, so it's even got its own little eyeshadow blender for you in the pack too. So yeah, that's it really, that's all I can think of to say. Like I say, I will leave links in the description to this particular one or one similar. There are other palette colours. I had palette number 6. I don't know how many palettes there are because I didn't look. I just picked the one that I wanted and it was number 6, so that's what I got. But obviously there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 because I had number 6. So there you go. So if you wanted to try this one, or you had a look for yourself and saw another palette that you thought, you know what, I prefer that one, then go for that one. You know, but what I can say is the eyeshadows in general, they're easy to wear, they do last a long time, although the shimmer fades, and yeah, you don't really have to layer them as much. The lighter colours you do, but not the darker colours, and if you like darker colours then, you know, go for it. But yeah, I'd recommend it. Cheap, a cheap eyeshadow palette that's actually worth the price. It's hard to find sometimes. I remember this once, I bought this one eyeshadow palette and it was a nice pink, like a rosy pink. It wasn't blush, it looked like blush but it wasn't, it was an eyeshadow. I think it was eyeshadow anyway. And I remember receiving it and it was just not what it was. The packaging and everything was the same, but the actual product itself was just a really pale pink, and it was like a hot pink that I'd ordered. And I remember that, and I remember thinking, oh man. So buying that was sort of a risk, but like I say, it was only $6.99 and I love it. I love it so much. I can't believe I shoved it in my drawer, but it's back out now, so there you go. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do any more eyeshadow palettes that I've got, then let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe for more videos from me, and make sure you check out my other videos. And I will see you next week. Bye!